Okay, let's get to it. Do understand something? Listen. Thank you all for coming back. If this is your first time, welcome. If it's not your first time, then welcome just as well. This is KDDcode, the Matrix Mind of a Man. Here is where I tell you the facts. Nothing sugar coated, nothing nice, nothing kind. It's always going to be respectable. I'm not coloring you, I'm telling you the truth about whatever it is that I choose to talk about, and hopefully you choose to listen. So, sure, listen. Hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell on if you choose to, and you'll be notified every time I drop a video, or a short for that matter. Today I want to talk about something, and this is what I want to talk about. This is what I want. I hear ladies often say, this is what I want, and this is what it takes to date me. Okay then. Understandable. And then on the other side, I want the ladies to understand that men are saying, this is what I want. This is what I need, if indeed I'm going to date you. 9 times out of 10, those two don't line up. And let me tell you why. Because women are delusional. That's why. And I'm going to keep saying that. And guess what? There's some men out there that are delusional just as well. But we're not going to talk about them on this, not on this segment. But I'm getting on them too. I'm going for their head. Because there is a certain way that a man is supposed to carry himself. Period. And there's a certain way that a woman is supposed to carry herself without thinking she's entitled. Period. And let's talk about it. I'm in a talking mood today, so let's talk about it. This is what I want. I've heard women say, I want a man to take care of me. I've heard a woman say, I want a man to provide for me. I've heard a woman say, I want a man that's excellent in bed. I've also heard a woman that say, I want a man that makes 6 figures. I also heard a woman say, I want a man that's tall and muscular, but not too built, with blue eyes. What the hell? But anyway, beside the point. And then I've heard men say, I just want a woman to be appreciative. I just want a woman to close her mouth sometimes. I just want a woman not to be so combative at times. I want a woman to not think that she can do this by herself and she doesn't need a man. I want a woman not to think that she has an illusion of options that's just waiting to marry her. I want a woman to be soft but not judgmental when I get into an area or space where I'm broken and I need to be consoled. I want a woman to always want to make sure that I'm satisfied, not just pleased. Wow. You see how different those two are? You see? One is based on prosperity and building to sustain and to reach the point in which a man humbles himself to get on one knee and ask you to take his last name. The other one, has no substance And the only thing that it will bring is a whole lot of penetration from a multitude of different places. So let's talk about it for a second. Because you see, nowadays, men are starting to go outside of this culture. Because all the things that I just mentioned that man thinks is rarely obtainable nowadays, or rare to find nowadays in our community. Women, at one time, when you ask a woman what she wants, they would say in love. I want to be in love. Because there comes a great responsibility when two people are in love with each other. And it doesn't even have to be said, it's understood. But see, ladies, y'all got it all confused. Y'all want the provisions first, and then to fall in love next. What the hell are they doing that at? A man that's in love with you will want to provide for you, would want to take care of you. Because that too has always been a rare commodity. Loving someone is a choice. Being in love with someone is not. You love or choose to love who you choose to love. But you do not choose who you fall in love with. And yes, it is a difference. And those that say that it ain't, you should wear one of those dunce hats. Go back to putting love first. Go back. Because the most safest place a woman can be in the space that she's in is constantly still having a man being in love with her. That doesn't mean he's going to stay in love. Because see, the difference is love is temporal. Being in love is everlasting. Let me say it again. Love is temporal. Being in love is everlasting. Try it, I dare you. Just be in a space around someone that you love and earnestly talk about whatever it is that you need to talk about to have a successful relationship, and falling in love shall come. And once falling in love comes, you won't have to tell a man to provide for you, because he will. Because there's some women out there that wants a man to provide for them, but they coming around and they done had a Mike Tyson spar. That's wrong. It's unacceptable. Because you see, it always comes with consequences. The more you get, the more you have to deal with. It's not rocket science. More money, more problems. How long have that been said? How long? You thought it meant middle class? Or you thought that it meant the more money I got, the more bills I got to be paid? No, no, that too. But what it means is that the more money a man invests, the more you have to deal with, the more you will have to accept. Men, let me tell you something. Cut it out. The problem with the problem is that you all are the problem. If you all stop doing it, women will stop requiring it. They're requiring it because it has been done for them so much over and over and over again, simply to lay down, which is the cheapest thing in the world, should be for a man to obtain, if you got your stuff together. I am so tired. I'm tired of seeing broken relationships that doesn't reach marital status simply because one or the other have a great expectation about a goal that is unreachable in the space that they're in. That's why when you plan things according to different plateaus. That's why most men or most people ask you, hey, what is your 5-year plan? Because they want to know how you're going to obtain what you're trying to reach in the space and time that you are allowed to do it. It's structural. Sorry. I may say some words sometimes that don't exist. Bah, you understand. You understand. So, you got two parties, male and female, with two different expectations of what it takes to date them. And they really line up. So that means a conversation needs to be had where the truth is told from the jump, not just to obtain provisions or to obtain vagina. Yeah. I hope y'all caught that. Hope y'all caught that. Provisions. Vagina. Whatever. I cracked myself up. So, have the conversation straight up. No bull. Straight up. And you will see that most men or most women, whatever the way it goes, that chooses the other party, 9 times out of 10, you are not compatible. Not compatible. At all compatible. You're just not. But there's an attraction there from one side. May not be the other side. For a long time, I battled the fact of I would see a woman with a certain male, and I used to say, how did that happen? Wow. And then I began the whole conversations at the house with just a group of men. And I realized that that's because, not an absolute, but the majority of the time, the woman was being taken care of. See, no matter what you do for a woman, it is still based on the level of attraction. And what you do for a man, no matter what, it is still going to be based on the level of attraction for him just as well. Because people get people for a particular reason or purpose. And sometimes, just sometimes, it's not only for marriage. Peep that, I gave you a nugget. Just because a man chooses to date you and to sleep with you and to provide for you and to protect you does not mean that his end goal is marriage. Some men just like to trick. That's another conversation. Bull. And I can't say the second word. But they choose to trick off. And the only purpose that they may have for you is just what they have for you. Whether it's put feet and hands to you, whether it's to sex you down constantly, whether it is to just have you as a trophy on their arm, whatever the dumb reason, because it's dumb. Your expectations, women. As I'm telling you, don't downgrade anything. Don't downgrade. If that's what you want, you go out and you put yourself in a place to be found. Because that's what the Bible said. He who finds. It ain't said nothing about no woman finding nothing. And there was a reason behind that. And we'll have a conversation on that one just as well. Put yourself in position. Put yourself in the right places so that you can be found. But do understand, it is a very competitive field. Very competitive. Do you know how many people try out or want or have aspirations or dreams to be in the NBA? That alone. If you got that I just laid down, then you understand. I'm not saying you can't be picked, because you can. But what I'm saying, you have nothing to do with getting picked. I just broke the internet. You don't have nothing to do with being picked. Nothing. So all that you do, keep doing it. To no avail. Because you have absolutely nothing to do with getting picked. You don't control that at all. It is controlled by the man. And that could be as easy as today and tomorrow. Because a man and what a man wants changes depending on what he's been through or what he's going through. Because he understands that the bulk of responsibility in a relationship lies on him. Because a man money is our money, but a woman money is her own money. We got it. We got it. Do y'all got it though? Again, thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for listening. If you got any comments or concerns, please, definitely put them in the comments. I read each and every comment, and I will respond somewhat in whether or not it's me typing something or whether it's not that me speaking about it when I'm on here just talking, spitting wisdom. Not game. I ain't got no game to spit to y'all, but I got a lot of wisdom. And the truth of the matter is this. I heard somebody say this, and it's crazy. Accountability don't cost anything, but it can fix everything. It's been a pleasure. Thank y'all for even listening, because you don't have to. Hit the subscribe button, tap the bell, so that you're notified when it is that I have something else to talk about. If you want to have a dialogue, I don't have an issue with that. Just write in the comments, let me know. My person will reach out to you. And we can set it up. And we can do it all without we being in the same room. Technology! Crazy. But, again, thank y'all for just listening. Again, this is KDD Code, the matrix mind of a man. Until next time, y'all take care.